Hello friends. Today I am going to show you how to sew in. Crochet. These nice mittens are for men. And if you would like to know how to knit them, then accompany me from beginning to end. Watch this video. Also don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. We start. Let's start. This is going to be my first chain stitch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, and so we will be weaving as much as you need. In this case, I am going to make it from 50 chain stitches. I already have the amount of chain stitches I need. In my case 50. I'm going to make him a chain stitch. And I'm going to start knitting him slip stitch. Slip stitch, and I'm going to knit a slip stitch. For every space I slide. Slip. And slide to complete all stitches. Here is another stitch. Slip. Nice, easy. Complete all chain stitches. Once we have completed every last stitch, you can, for example, mark the rounds. This is completely unknown. For example, here I put a marker, that is the last stitch or the first slip stitch. Rather, here I put, for example, 1. And then we make a chain stitch. And I'm going to move on to this next stitch. Here is the chain stitch. I move on to the next stitch. And I start knitting a slip stitch, and for example here, we can place another marker for you. These pants will serve us well, just to count the rounds. That's why I tell them it's Tuesday, because it may also be at home. Have a stitch marker. Or write it down in your notebook. Here I slide. Slip, slip, slip. And this. It will be about pure slip stitch, friends and friends. If I slide, I take only half of the chain stitch and slide. Half of the chain stitch and slide. This has to be woven with a medium tension. We do not have to press the stitch. But we don't have to let it loose either. It does have to be a medium tension. I will complete this round. Once my round is over here, look, let's take the last stitch. Half of the chain stitch. This side I placed the marker, and on the other side we have half of the chain stitch. We make the slip stitch. We have already finished this round. But we had already marked it here at the beginning as well. Then, we will mark only the beginnings of each round. Here I make a chain stitch. I'm going to move on to the next stitch. And I make a slip stitch. And place the following marker. That will tell us that it is already our round number 3. There it is. And we will be weaving the same. Taking only half of the chain stitch, and I slide. Half of the chain stitch. And I slide half the chain stitch and slide. And so on until the completion of this round. Then, as you saw, that they are going to be pure slip stitch. Round draws round. Friends, I'm going to lead to 16 rounds. Yes, then I have to be 16. Remember that I am going to mark them like this. 1 score for each round. Some will be at the beginning and others will be at the end. Yes, then we'll go ahead of those 16 rounds and back. I want to show you, friends, I have already finished these 16 rounds. And how we mark the beginning of each round. Had told them that some pants were going to stay on this side, and others on that side. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, yes. Here and on the other side I also have to have 8, because on the one hand a round begins, and the other also true. Then on the other side we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And you can also count them as follows. For example, look at, this is the starting round. I'm going to bring it closer, so that we can appreciate it better at home. Here we have this one, which is round number 1, that you can see a little bit at the bottom. This one that is in relief is round 2. This one down here round 3 for the E relief. 5 the one here that looks like a backhand stitch. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This one below, and 16 the one seen in relief. There it is, look, they look like as some. It can be said as some reliefs and some below. Those below friends. On the other side look, I'm going to pass here the crochet. Look at this is the bottom part, isn't this is relief? On the other side you can also see the relief, and this one below. If I turn it on the other side, it should be embossed. Yes, then, so that at home. Then take it into account now we do not need. Remember the pants. These are angels. Roundo we have 16 rounds, we are right, okay. Round number 17 I make a chain stitch. Tour. And I'm going to start knitting. In this case 18 slip stitch. 1 applies to all sizes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. Up to here, yes, all sizes 18 slip stitch. Round to number 18 I make a chain stitch. Tour. And in this first stitch I'm going to start by weaving the same way. 18 stitches we go up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. "17 and 18 if you look at them, it is the same amount, isn't it? Then when we go from the top, we will not count them anymore, okay? Now let's count. Let's make a chain stitch. Round number 19 let's knit. This time 16 slip stitch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15 and 16. Means that we are not going to knit these 2 stitches. If I have 1 left and 2 we will not knit them. Those 2 little dots that you can see there. Okay, round number 20 truth, we are already in round number 20. Here I will be weaving those 16 stitches anyway. 1 slip stitch per space until obtaining, in this case, 16 slip stitch for our 20th round. Easy, easy. And remember, look for me as crochet or crochet roll. We have come this far, all the way up. Now let's make him a chain stitch and we'll be back for round number 21. We start slipping and we are going to knit. On this occasion 14, yes. Here we have the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, 13, and 14, and these two will remain. These two are not going to be. Look, it's becoming like a ladder. And we are going to weave now another 14. I make a chain stitch and come back with 14. For round 22, which is upward. So here we weave up. Or a little upset if you feel angry about knitting. And already up here, friends. We have already arrived here. Let's go now back for round 23. I make a chain stitch. And it is up to me to weave only 12 sliding ones. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 and 12 and these two. Here are these two stitches, I am going to leave them unwoven. I make a chain stitch. I'm going to spin and I'm going to knit him here another 12 upwards. If you feel bored knitting, nothing if you feel angry knitting. And here we already have the 12 stitches of our round 24. Now let's go for our round number 25.1 chain stitch. We go down. 1, 2 will be 10 in total, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we already know the truth. Now we go upwards. Look at how these little steps are becoming. Okay, here we also leave 2 stitches without knitting. Turn and weave 10 slip stitch. I slip and slip until completing all stitches. And look how it has already turned out in this part. Here we go up. Here we go, there we go, friends. Okay. We have come this far. This is our 26th round and we have here. We start with 18, 16, 14, 12 and 10 stitches are right. Okay, round number 27, I make a chain stitch. And I'm going to go knitting slip stitch. On this occasion, we are not going to count them. Look. Or if you want to count them, you can do it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and we are going to place you here. At stitch number 10. A marker, yes, here we have up to here there are 10. And then I'm going to stop by. We can grab this little knot that we have left here. And I'm going to move on to the other stitch and slide. To the next stitch and slide. And then I'm going to come by the knot again. Happened to me and in which it follows. I slide and here we have these knots. Look. In each one in each corner we have like these knots. I'm going to take it. In case you are a beginner. And it takes a little work. And you leave this knot like this. I link it to the stitch below. This is for aesthetics, so that you cannot see where the beginnings are. And then I pass. Look at this is the little knot I'm going to take. But first I have to take the real stitch, this one. Then we make here the stitch. And then I take that little knot that's left here. That little border. And the stitch below. And I slide. I slide and take this stitch I have here, this one. Yes, the curb. And we slide, and I'm going to do this until I complete my whole round. Yes, I will complete from here to here. A slip stitch, and look. This is how it has turned out. Then, to obtain the same amount of stitches who were at the beginning, complete up to here and back. Once this round number 27 is over, let's go for round number 28. I make a chain stitch. And I'm going to weave. On this occasion, double crochet and double crochet. Let's go to sorry slip stitch. I was already walking with the double crochet, friends. It is not true, it is slip stitch. Let's go weaving. Slip stitch to the last few 10 stitches that I already have marked here. Then let's slide. To the top. I have already come this far to this part where I have the 10 stitches marked. Let's remember that here we have the first one, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now let's knit him 7 chain stitches, 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, and 7. Let's pass this chain stitch without knitting. And in the stitch chain that follows, I'm going to start knitting his slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I will continue like this until I reach the bottom. Look how it has turned out. In this part is the part of the little thumb. Here I already have it. It is this part that we are going to start weaving. Yes, then look, I found this part here. And now we would weave this one that's here. Okay, then. I will continue until I reach the bottom. Once my 29th round was over, which was this year's. To get here. Sun 46 slip stitch. And now we are going to do round number 30. We're still going up here. And let's knit those 46 slip stitches. Then let's weave. This one would already be ours. We are going to count our number 1 round. This one I'm knitting right now is going to be like round number 2 to go, as checking by blocks. And we are going to do approximately 16 rounds. Yes, to knit from here from stitch to a stitch B. Approximately 16 rounds. Anyway, I am going to tell you now how many I left in total. It seems to you. Let's continue with slip stitch. I do this so that our friends, who are beginners, can see the process step by step, but also our friends, who see us on the other side of the world, who do not speak Spanish, but who also want to learn to weave these beautiful mittens, can make it. We continue. And here we continue with these 6 stitches that we had left true. And we must not forget our last stitch. Now I'm going to make him a chain stitch. And we turn. We have already made our round 29. We are going to weave round 30. And so we will be weaving. Friends and friends, yes, we will be weaving until we increase here. Let's see. Here I have the other one. I left in the other. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. 16 and 17 rounds. Yes, then I will advance that amount to see. I'm going to see if it can be seen a little more secluded. Let's see if we can leave it a little more secluded, so that we can observe it at home. Then look here. This is like the process that takes. Yes, here we are doing like the thumb part. There it is, look. Then I'm going to outperform this part of here. I'm going to show them, look at them. From here to here. Like the thumb part. And this would be closed, yes. Okay, then let's see. Then, I'm going to get this part of the thumb a little ahead of myself. And return. I want to show you, friends. I already have the advance. And another way. In which we can count the rounds. Is counting this part of here, look at. Like these chubby guys, 1, 2, 3, 4. 7, 8, and 9. Yes, in this case I have how many rounds I left behind. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, and 17 rounds in total. Yes, so far I have woven 17 rounds. Now we will continue. In this case we are going to count them as well as by the block. It seems to you, I am 17 from here, from where I started to here. Now we are going to weave. Slip stitch up. I will see if we can bring it closer, so that you can see it well at home. And we will be weaving. Slip stitch 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9. 10, and so we will not knit the last 6 stitches. Yes, then I will fast forward it upwards. I want to show you, look at your friends. I have up to here. In my case, as I have 50 stitches, I have 40 stitches. And here I have to have 6 stitches left without knitting. Here I have 1. Let's see if we can see. 1, 2. 3, 4. 5. And 6. Yes, okay, those 6 stitches we are not going to knit them. I'll see if we can see it, okay. Then these 6 are no longer woven here. And let's knit 10 to make it 51, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, and 10, and we are going to weave a high 1. I'm going to stop by to the next stitch. And I'm going to start knitting the slide 1. Let's knit 10. 2, 3. 4, 5. 6, 7. 8, 9. And 10 so far. Yes, no, I'm not going to stop by here. I make a chain stitch. I'm going to turn and I'm going to weave 10 stitches again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. And 10. This would already be our round number 2. Round number 3. Let's count them for what we are left with, right? Then round number 3. Let's knit 12 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to take that little knot that forms here, this one. And I move on to the next stitch, that would be this one. 11. And 12. And we have already finished our round number 3. Let's go for our round number 4, 1 chain stitch. And we are going to knit 12 slip stitch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 and 12. A chain stitch, and now we are going to knit it. For round number 5. Let's add 2 more stitches, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9. 10, 11. 12. We take the knot we have here. The next stitch. 13th and 14th, round number 6. I'm counting here the friendly rounds I am writing them. So that they do not go too far. And then we go for round 6, we do a chain stitch, and we continue with 14 stitches. And now we are going for round number 7. Now we are going to knit 16. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13. 14, and we take this bow. There it is. 15. And 16. A stitch chain. Round number 8. Equal to 16 stitches. A chain stitch, and let's make our last one because our last block goes, so here we do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, 13, 14. 15, 16, we make that little knot that we have left here. En la round anterior. 17 and 18. And now with a chain stitch we raise. 1, 2, 3. Well, let's go up. There are 18 stitches, right? Because we dropped with 18. And so much for friends. We gave him the part of the. Well, you could say it the way. Or increases. And now once we are here, let's go down from here to there. And we are about to start knitting up and down. Because what I wanted to give it is this way. This one we have here, remember this little shape, okay? Then on the other side you must also have it. And now we are going to remove this little hair. We are going to make the rounds and start weaving. Down true. To complete our next block. And I'm going to show you the other right now. That I already have ready. But I wanted to show you first this. And now, I tell you how many rounds we need. And the rounds we need. Look, here we are. Remember to take the knot from the previous round. That little ribbon formed in the corner. There it is. This is for aesthetics, my friends, and then we take the next bow. Like this, and down and down. Down and down. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, then let's finish this round. Once my round is over, down. We already run up and down. Look, here it is. Now in this case counting from here. From this part 1 have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. 20, 22, 24, 26, about 28 rounds. Look at. From here we will be weaving. Here it is to be seen, here it is possible to see. And then we continue with this block. And now we have to continue with this block. Yes, then let's add a few turns. Approximately 16 rounds. We have to have the same amount we leave here on this side. Then I'm going to get a little ahead of myself. We go up. And what do you think, friends? Leave me your comment if you liked it. And also leave me your comment if you would like to see. I am making some smaller to see. I'm going to show them to you now, do you think? For you to see them with the same amount of. Well, we don't leave a little less stitches along the way. Parola, same number of rounds. Yes, 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 I am showing them to you right now. Look, I'm already here arriving to the top. I just wanted to show you. In case a friend does not speak Spanish. For I can see the truth, how they go up and down. And ready, then look. Here we already know the truth that we are going up and down, to complete the amount we need. And look at this. As it is woven with the 4.5 millimeters crochet. And these are woven with a hook. 3.5 millimeters, a smaller number, and see. How beautiful they are looking. Yes, I am currently in the same process as these. Yes, of weaving up and down. Up and down. Then to stay at home. For they can observe, and this one I'm going to make a little shorter. Look, here is going to be your. It's fold if they want to use it like this. Bent or want to wear it long. Remember, it's Tuesday. Well, I'm going to outperform this friend, and now I'll tell you how much I left behind. And all the details you need to know and beyond. Then make the closure. I want to show you, friends, up to this point. And how it has turned out. Look at this side counting. Not counting the little finger part. From here we are going to count 27 rounds. And on the other side. We also have to have those 27 rounds. And once we have those 27 rounds, we are going to close. So, okay, let's close our part of the little finger here. So here I am showing you the other one. Here you can already see we have the same rounds from the front and the same rounds in the back. And we are just going to close. What do you think is cute and cute? Easy, easy. Now you have seen the structure. We are going to close. On this side we have the wool part. And on the other side is where we have the stitches part. True, okay. Well, let's move on to the first stitch. From here in this part. Let's stop by. I don't know if they will be able to appreciate it at home. To see here. Where you sit the stitch firm, okay, there it is. And step. Now let's take our next stitch. And here on this side. This first stitch is no longer, but I pass it on to me. This one I have here and I take only half of the chain stitch. And slip stitch. I move on to the next stitch. On one side, half of the chain stitch on the other. And close. Next stitch. Half of the chain stitch of the other. And I close, and so I will be weaving. Slip stitch. Until the full closure is completed. And now I'm going to show you how it will look like. Look. This is how it will look like, a different relief. Yes, and on the iron side it will look like this. Then I will complete. Here to close the last stitch. Instead of taking half of the chain stitch, let's take the full stitch. Let's take the complete stitch. So it is necessary to look for it. Because on this occasion my friends were close to me, but there it is. There it is, complete now. And we make a sew a slip stitch, a chain stitch loose, and we finish the closure. On the one hand, this little piece of wool must be lost. And on the other side you have to sew with the needle. The first thing we are going to do here. Lose this little piece of wool. Then I'm going to pass it on here, look. Between stitches. On the one hand. Towards the other. These two stitches must be very soft ones, so that does not deform. Up and down. So as not to have to lose them afterwards, and we got here. in the corner. And once we get to the corner, let's start to pass to one side. And then back with small stitches backwards. Forward. Backward. Forward. With little stitches, friends, to make it look nice on the back. Forward, and if you look at, we are not squeezing just like this softly. I am closing. At home, leave me your comment if you would like me to do it for girls, or for children, but more with a lighter color. That may be This one was a little bit shy, wasn't it? My camera did not detect me. Is clearer than what you see on the camera, but didn't leave me very well then. I did my best, but if anyone likes it, leave me your comment and we will do it in another color. For the little ones. Well, we have arrived here at this part. And here in this part we have these spaces. It must be taken from below. On the other side, also from down here. We pass by and do the same to one side. And towards the other. Trying just to close the finger part. So to one side. Towards the other. There at home, leave me your comments. And well, these, I am going to show them to you how they fit me. There at home. And my friends. Well, they decide if they leave it also for lady or we leave them just for gentlemen. It's going to be a little longer, We are not going to be so tight. Go, there it is. Now we do go to the center side. I'm going to give it a little bit of a round here. And we lose it. There we are losing. And ready now. And this is how it turned out. I'm going to lose this thread and come back. Well, now look at my friends and I am going to show you what the final result looks like. This good, I bring them on Remember that it is as if to paint. This is how they will look like. And let's see on the other side. Are a little bit wide in this part. Because remember that they are for. Yes, look how they look on me. Oh, my little hand is just coming out. Yes, now if they would like to make them for lady. Remember that they must be with a number 4 hook. And instead of knitting him, in this case the 50 chain stitches, you can knit only 45 chain stitches. What do you think? Let's see. Because I show you, friends, how the final result has turned out. If you liked it, then support me by sharing it on social networks, with your relatives, with your friends, in your Facebook groups. And see you in an upcoming video. And remember, you can knit it. Your husband to your son or your grandson. These beautiful mittens. You will surely love them, and look at them, are super and practice. You think it's good, my friends. See you in an upcoming video. And many. But thank you very much for joining me today.